Today we're working with the Avid D Show, and we're going to replace the battery on the motherboard of the front of house rack. When this battery goes dead, it causes your console memory to reset, and that also resets your date and time settings. That can also lead to other issues with trying to read licenses on a USB stick for things such as Waves plugins. So you want to make sure that you have a good battery that's working. So first, we'll remove all the screws for the rack panel on the front of the mix rack. Once you have all the screws removed, be careful when removing the panel as there is a cable attached to the fan on the back of the panel. Once you unhook that cable, you will be able to fully remove the panel. At the left side of this first PCI card that sits closest to the rack panel, we're going to remove this screw at the top of the bracket. And directly below where that screw was, we're also going to remove this PCI connector for this PCI card. At the right side of the same PCI card, there are two screws that hold down a bracket that keep the PCI cards in place. Loosen those screws and you'll be able to remove that bracket. On the same PCI card, we're also going to have to remove this ribbon cable at the bottom left. We won't have to worry about the other ones. Then with two hands, we're going to gently pull up and slide the PCI card out of the slot and place it back over the other ones temporarily so we can remove the battery. Now you'll see the battery, and you'll be able to take a flathead screwdriver to push the pin that holds the battery down, and it should pop right out. Before installing your new battery, make sure you take off any plastic or coverings on the battery, otherwise you'll be doing this process again. Just snap the new battery into place, make sure the positive side is facing up, make sure it's secure, and now you're ready to put everything back together. Take the PCI card and gently place it back into the slot. Reconnect the ribbon cable at the bottom left of the PCI card. And directly to the left, you're going to also reconnect the PCI connector. Reinsert and tighten down your screw at the left side of the PCI card on the bracket. Reinsert your bracket at the right side of the PCI cards that holds all the PCI cards down, and tighten the screws. Just make a quick check and see that everything is secured. Grab your panel and reattach your fan. Reinstall your panel, and that's how you replace the battery on the FOH rack.